Hi guys, I'm going to teach you how to simplify fractions. I have attached a work packet, this packet that we kind of looked at yesterday during our small mini lesson, and I have now assigned it today for you guys to complete it. I'm going to do number 1 and the last one on page 3 for you so that you have a better understanding of how to simplify a fraction. So these are the directions. It says simplify each fraction. Step 1, find the greatest common factor, or GCF, of the numerator and denominator. Step 2, divide the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor, GCF. Okay, so a first tip that you need to know is that this bunny right here, or this little rabbit, whatever you do to the top number, to the numerator, you have to use the same number for the denominator. So if I know my facts of my multiplication table, I would simply start with, like, let's say 2. If I take 12 divided by 2, that would give me 6 over here. And if I take 16 and I divide it by 2, it would give me 8. But there's still a multiple, or a number, a common fact that I could use that could make this fraction over here smaller. It wouldn't be 3 because 3 would not really be used with 16. It could go with the 12, but not the 16. So over here, it would be 4, because 12 divided by 4 would give me 3. And if I take 16 and I divide it by 4, it would also give me 4 over here, which would make this fraction simple or simplified, because, like I said a minute ago, if I would have used 2 here instead of 4, this fraction would have been 6/8, and that's not simple enough. It's not simplified enough. This is the smallest version of this fraction, or the simplest version of this fraction, 3/4. Here on this line, I would like you to write the multiple. So for example, 3 times 4 is equal to 12. And on the bottom one, you would do 4 times 4 equals 16. And here, just to show you, are the related facts of how multiplication and division and fractions are all related, because 3 times 4 equals 12, and 12 divided by 4 equals 3, which gives us our simple fraction here using our greatest common factor. All right, let's take a look at this one. For this one, I'm going to pull up a multiplication table. All right, here's the multiplication table. Because 84 is such a great number, I have to think about the numbers that are related to both of these. If I take, just off the top of my head, 24, and I divide it by 2, I would get 12. And if I take, let's say I use 12. 48 divided by 12. Could I do that? Well, let's see. Let's use our multiplication table here. Aha! I can use it. It would be 7. So in this case, I would use 12 as my greatest common factor. And 24 divided by 12 would give me 2. And 84 divided by 12 would give me 7. How do I know this? Because these 7 and 2 are multiples of, 12 is a multiple of both these numbers. So down here on my line, I would use my multiplication fact that I used, which would be 12 times 2 equals 24. And down here, I would use 12 times 7 equals 84. That would be my answer. This would be the most simple version of this fraction. I hope that helped. Good luck with your worksheet packet.